My room is a mess. I literally just opened the door, saw this package, and lost my mind and sat down to film. So yeah, there's hangers and the guinea pigs are squeaking, but you guys, look at this. It's here. This is the Jaclyn Hill, one of the Jaclyn Hill makeup kits that she just launched for Valentine's Day. I got it in like 3 days. I'm so freaking excited. So I'm gonna put my face on because I think I have a vague idea of what products are in here, and then we're gonna open this and I'm so excited. All right, friends, so I just put on a super basic face, concealer, foundation, brows, a little bit of bronzer, which you can probably barely tell, but I don't really fully know what's in this kit. Obviously, it is a mystery kit. I got the $35 one, which is called the Self-Love Starter Kit Surprise Set. So if you guys didn't know, Jaclyn Hill recently put out a collection that was a surprise, very randomly. It's her first launch in, I believe, almost over a year. So a lot of people have had a lot of speculation about it, a lot of thoughts, a lot of opinions. I really enjoyed the stuff that Jaclyn's come out with. I did order her lipsticks and her highlighter material. I did have some issues with the lipsticks. The highlighters I've enjoyed. So overall, I think it's definitely been a very bizarre launch to her cosmetic career, but I did, like, I think a lot of people really want to find out what this stuff was about. I didn't get the full collection, which I think was about $65, just because there were certain things she did show in like a sneak peek that I was like not super interested in. Liquid lips for me is something I never wear anymore, and there was like an eyeshadow gloss thing that I also wasn't super into. So that's a big thing for me that I was like, I'll skip it. I'll get stuff that I think I'll actually use, which was, I believe, one of her liquid lips and her highlighters. So my interest with this is, one, how do they know what color to give me? And two, just what these products are like. Obviously, she's had a lot of interesting feedback on her products, and I'm really interested to see kind of what the quality of these are, how they feel, how they wear, how they look, the color choices, etc. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this. This, she obviously mentioned, was something that originally was planned on coming out after a few of her launch collections. I don't really know. I know there's obviously been delays with everything because of COVID. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on. Look at this. Okay, say what you will about Jaclyn, but her packaging is always top notch. So this, I actually didn't realize, is all 3 of the liquid lips, which is awesome. So we'll definitely have to swatch and try those on. And then we also get one of her highlighters, which it looks like this one is in the color Flurries, which is kind of an interesting Valentine's name. But this packaging, beautiful, red with the embossed name, the sparkles on the top, the color to match, which hopefully matches the color inside. And then it also looks like, I'll take everything out. Oh wow, there's actually a lot in here. Okay, so I have full kit, the highlighter, then it looks like you also get one of her, oh okay, so this is a glitter highlighter in loose glitter, versatile lightweight glitter powder. Okay. And the last thing it looks like in here is the glitter gloss. Okay, so I'm a little confused because I know there were several different colors of the highlighters. I think maybe you're just getting, for this, I'm trying to remember on the website like how it was broken down. I know for one it was just the liquid lips, one was just the highlighters, and then I think this was like the next step up from everything before the full collection. So I think maybe the full collection included everything, like all the colors of these. This does look a little dark. I don't know, we're gonna have to open all this up and see. But yeah, all of it came in here. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. All the rest of this is just confetti worms. So let's go ahead and kind of open up everything, and then we'll put it on my face, talk about it all. I'm so excited about this, you guys have no idea. Okay, so I'm going to start with the highlighter. This is what she says is a super creamy highlighter that gives you light with every swipe. This again is in the color Flurries. Go ahead and open it up. Oh my god, I just ripped the box. That hurt a little, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this has a pretty standard, this reminds me of like the box blushes from Benefit or other box blushes that I've seen. Okay, so here it is on the inside. You do get a mirror, and this is the highlighter, which actually looks like a pretty universal color, I will say. I don't, again, because these were surprise kits, we really didn't get a chance to see any other colors that were given in the boxes, but I will say, at least for my skin tone, this does look pretty universal, and something that would work for my skin tone. Okay, this is a little difficult to get out, but I also have really long nails, so hang on. There we go. Okay, so this, she said, is the exact same formula as her original ones that she came out with, I think, 2 Christmases ago. The ones that are baked in Italy, etc., etc. So we're going to go ahead and give this a little, ooh, okay, this is really soft. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Okay, it's got a magnetic close too, which is kind of nice. Okay, so I will say I really, really liked her highlighters. I got 2 different options from her. I got the smaller one, and then I got the large, what was this one? The luminous powders. I will be honest, I very rarely have used this, but her standard highlighter that comes in a little pot, which I actually don't even know where mine is right now, I really enjoy it. So this is really pretty. It is a little darker than I wish I would have gone for. I think I probably would have gone for something maybe a shade lighter. It is a pretty gold color, but it's pretty. I'm not gonna lie, it's a really pretty color. Okay, so we have that, which is the Luminate highlighter. Then we have this, which is the glitter highlighter, and this is in the color I'm So Lit, which is a loose glimmer powder. So I don't actually know what the difference is. Okay, so here's this. And this, I believe she said you could use as a highlighter on your eyes. The packaging, again, stunning. Like, kudos to her. She knows how to make really pretty packaging. Okay, so I think this is, again, just something like a loose highlighter, similar to her one that she did. It's got a little seal with the holes, comes covered. Everything's really well packaged, really clean looking. Okay, so this is very, very glittery. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see on my hands. Hold on. This is gonna be one of those very messy products. The shifter, it looks like, really is nice. The product comes out pretty easily, which is, again, nice. I think with stuff with shifters, sometimes it's really hard to kind of maneuver and use it. So there's the product there. It's, again, a very fine, very gold type glitter. To be honest, for me personally, this isn't something that I would reach for on a regular basis. It's just chunky, not chunky, like fine glitter. Like for me, like I'm not someone to use glitter on my eyes. If I was gonna go for a highlight, I'd probably go for something more like the box type, a little more creamy. I mean, I like this. The color, again, is beautiful. And again, I think a very universal type of color. Trying to get more out so you guys can see without spilling it everywhere. But yeah, it's not my favorite thing, but regardless, we'll probably put a little bit on my eyes today. I'll ground it in some color, and yeah, we'll give it a try. Okay, next we're gonna move into her liquid lips. So this is a long wearing luxe matte color in 3 unique gorgeous red shades. Again, packaging stunning. I'll give her that for sure. These are in the colors Clingy, Committed, and Boy Bye. If you guys see there on the lid. So dark red, kind of a berry red, and then a bright red. Again, maybe it's just me. Obviously, she had no idea 2020 was going to be a thing, but I feel like liquid lips have definitely, I think, run their course for a lot of people just because of the comfortability aspect. Yeah, I just don't think these are things that necessarily would be quite as popular, maybe if like 2 years ago, potentially, but I'm not quite sure. Again, packaging, same gorgeous red. I think it's stunning, totally fits the Valentine's Day theme, which is awesome that it all came before Valentine's Day. So let's go ahead and we're going to try the color Boy Bye. And it does look like all of these products up till now have been made in Italy, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a swatch. Okay, it doesn't feel sticky. Obviously, you guys can tell it's a little, it feels dry and like almost cushiony in a way. Yeah, just it's definitely more cushy. It's taken a little bit of time to dry down, but it's definitely drying down, as you guys can see. Okay, this is the color Clingy. Okay, come on. It has a kind of berry type scent, like very subtle. Okay, this is definitely coming through a lot better. So this is a very clean, very opaque, because you can see how that one's a little more patchy. This one's just very strong all the way throughout. That's really pretty, actually. And again, these colors are very universal, which is great for a surprise box. I feel like you have to be universal with this kind of stuff. So that was Clingy. That was Clingy, and now we're gonna do Committed, which is more of this berry color. All right, so we'll do berry color right here. This one has a similar texture to the first one, a little bit drier, not as wet, if that makes sense. If you guys can kind of see what those look like, the 3 different shades. I'm definitely more partial to a berry kind of color out of the 3 just personally. Again, tell me I did not get that on my nose. Okay, good. Definitely more of a berry smell, which is nice. They smell very clean. They don't smell expired. Cool. Okay. Now, so we've got the glitter, we have the highlighter, we have the 3 liquid lipsticks, and now we're going to go ahead and try out, this is the glitter gloss. So this is in the color 24 Karat, which I think this was universal for all of the glitters. I don't think, or the glosses, I don't think there was another color of this. Come on, there we go. Okay, cool. So again, very beautiful packaging, love that. Clear so you can see the color inside with her name. This is a very pretty gold color. Let's go ahead. Okay, oh, that looks sticky. Oh God, okay. Let's go ahead and give that a swipe. So pretty much just a clear gloss, it looks like, with very, very small reflux of the gold in it. Interesting. Okay, so with all that being said, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try everything out on my face, and let's go ahead and get started with that. So to start, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get into the highlighter, because this is, to be honest, the thing I'm most excited about. And I'm going to actually use her brush, which is the Jaclyn, I think this is like her small fan brush from her highlighter collection. I don't know if this actually has like the name of it on here, but this is from her highlighter collection. Go ahead and give it a little swirl. There's not a whole lot of fallout, which is great. We'll go ahead and hit the high points. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Again, it's a little more dark than I think my skin color right now would work for, but it's bright. Like, you guys can see, it's blindingly bright. It does show up texture, which I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera as much. It does show up texture pretty intensely, so I think I'll probably have to blend it out a bit. But yeah, this is really pretty. I'll give her this. She knows how to make a dang good highlighter. Like, clearly we know this works. Like, her other ones were really great. This is really great. I mean, it's beautiful. Like, it's smooth, it's creamy, like it says. It blends out really well. It gives a gorgeous shine. I mean, you guys can see it's pretty bright and blinding. I mean, I'll get close so you guys can kind of see my textured skin. Lovely, I know. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty. I don't know what else to say about it. I was the most excited for the highlighter. she delivers on highlighters. Like, I think moving forward, like, highlighters from Jaclyn are a pretty trusted product for sure. And I'm not here to bash anything with her. I'm not here, I mean, putting out your stuff in the world is just a scary thing in general. And I think it's awesome that she's doing it. So I'm not here to bash. I'm not here to try and find fault. I just wanted to try her products and see what I thought. Because, again, some stuff has worked, some stuff hasn't. And that's just kind of the case. So now we're going to go ahead and I'm actually going to use some eyeshadow and ground this a little bit for the glitter. I'll be honest, again, I didn't actually think this kit came with the glitter. So I'm interested to see how that goes. Okay, let's go ahead now and try out the glitter highlighter. It's the loose glimmer powder. Bizarre. Okay. Oh, that just made a mess. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like pat this on the eyes and kind of just see what happens. Just swirling it around in the lid. Let me get a mirror. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is like a very pretty duochrome. There's like pink in here. It's like a gold to pink reflex. That's really pretty. I mean, I don't know how to use this. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's a very light shimmer. I don't even know if you, hold on, we're getting real close. Hang on. Like, it's so light. Like, it's just gold shimmer. And I don't know, maybe it's just me. I feel like I'm more of an everyday, your average woman kind of person. I feel like I don't know what to do with this kind of stuff. Like, I don't wear a whole lot of glitter ever. I mean, I would maybe use it for like, remember when these were things, like a festival, like to do something like maybe on my cheeks or my face or my body. But it's not really, I don't know, it's not really doing anything for me. So, okay, I'm gonna go put a little bit more on my eyes. I will say the sifter is actually working really well. I hate when you get a product with a sifter and nothing comes out of it. This actually is very finely milled, so it all does come out pretty cleanly. It's just glitter. It's just gold and pink glitter. I don't know. It's very basic. I would rather just use like an actual gold eyeshadow. It's not for me. I like it. I'll probably use it, but not on a very regular basis. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into, right, okay, so we have the two of these. Now we have the lips. Okay, now let's get into the lip product. I think we're all interested to see how this is gonna go. They smell good. They look good. Nothing weird in the bottle. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna go ahead and use the color Committed. And again, this is that berry color on the end. All these are dry, by the way. So it does dry down very matte. I'm kind of nervous, but we're gonna go for it. Okay, let's use the color Committed, because we are committed to seeing this through. That was awful, I apologize. Okay. Oh, that tickles. Okay. So here's the look with the lip. I'll be honest, it's not, I mean, well, first of all, it's kind of a mess. I apologize for that. I'm gonna try and clean it up a little bit, but first initial reaction, it's very, very dry. The formula of this goes on very dry, and for someone that right now is in the dead of winter with very dry lips, it's not the most comfortable thing I've ever put on my lips, but it's also not sticky. It's pretty much dry immediately. Granted, I did wipe a little bit off when I was pulling it out, but it feels comfortable. I mean, to be honest, it's not the worst liquid lip I've put on my mouth. It's not sticky. It's already dry. It doesn't really feel like I'm getting that kind of like butt mouth. I don't really know how to explain it, like that ring you get when you put on a liquid lip. Like, it feels pretty comfortable. The The color is beautiful. I really like the color. I will say that. The color is beautiful, as I think most of these, again, are very universal shades that I think will work for everybody. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, come back on camera and kind of see how it layers and do all that spiel, and we'll come back and discuss. Okay, friends, so I just stepped away for a second, obviously put on some lashes, finished out my look a little bit more, and yeah, so the lip has been sitting on my mouth for a little while. It's definitely more comfortable, like I mentioned, than other liquid lips that I've tried in the past. But again, I think for liquid lip in 2020/2021, it's not something that I'm going to reach for very often, knowing me personally. I'm not huge in liquid lips, but that being said, I will say it is pretty comfortable. You obviously do have the drying effects of a normal liquid lip. I think that's just standard for liquid lips in general. For it to be long wearing, it's going to be drying. It's just kind of the nature of the beast. As well, I did just go into the bathroom and try and scrub off the more berry dark color. As you can see, it definitely takes a bit of scrubbing to even remove the product, so bear that in mind. I think these definitely are going to have some pretty strong lasting power, which, if that's what you're looking for in a liquid lipstick, is great. So with that all being said, we're going to go ahead and try the last product, and then we'll do some final thoughts on everything. Okay, so again, this is the glitter gloss in 24 karat. I'm going to just go ahead and pop it on top of this, and we can kind of see, because it's a pretty clear gloss. Obviously, you've some transfer, so bear that in mind. This has a very minty type smell, and it's sticky putting it on. Okay, so that's on the gloss. It's very pretty. You don't really feel the glitter chunks, which is good, but again, I do have a liquid lip on underneath, so it is kind of hard to tell given that. Again, it's a little sticky, I will say that. So if you're someone that likes your gloss to be a little creamier, as you guys could see when I pulled it out, it kind of makes that noise, like the noise where it's like you can just tell it's going to be something that's a little bit more sticky, which personally isn't my favorite. Again, given the nature of the way the world is working right now, I'm someone who's a little more partial to more of a gloss than, again, a liquid lip. That's just me. It's a clear gloss. It's pretty. I think it's something that could be universal for everyone, but just something to bear in mind. If you like more of a creamy gloss, you're probably not going to love this. If given, again, these are all like products that were a one-time thing, but if she comes out with things in the future that are similar, bear in mind it's probably going to be something you'll maybe want to pass on if you like more of a creamy type vibe to your glosses. All right, everybody, so final thoughts on the Jaclyn Hill Valentine's Day collection. I will say, am very pleasantly surprised with the products. I think a lot of them are really supreme, stuff that we typically would have and should have expected from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. I think the overall packaging and presentation is, of course, top-notch. The packaging feels heavy, it feels luxurious, it doesn't feel necessarily very cheap, which is great. But again, I think given the price point of these surprise boxes, you kind of are getting what you paid for. I think honestly over what you paid for. Again, I paid $35 and got 6 products, so I think that's pretty great. I know this isn't going to be something for the future that's going to be necessarily in her price range, but I enjoy being able to try out a lot of her stuff. I think it's honestly a pretty good sneak peek for potentially what's to come from her collection, so I think that's really exciting. So talking through each of the products, really loved the highlighter. I think this is gorgeous. I think it's a beautiful, very creamy, very comfortable highlighter. Again, similar to what we saw when she came out with her highlighter collection back in last December. Pretty great. I think that's wonderful. The liquid lips, again, I spoke to this. I'm not a huge liquid lip, I can talk, I promise, a liquid lip person, but again, I think these, for what they are pretty stunning. I really like the color of this one personally. I think it's beautiful. I think it's comfortable for what it is. Again, I think if you're going for a red liquid lip, it's a pretty great thing to go for. I'll be interested to see in the future if she comes out with stuff more in this range, in this line. I think nudes in these would always, of course, be really popular. But for reds, I think they're universal. I think they're beautiful, and yeah, pretty comfortable overall. For the two products I'm a little more on the fence about, of course, like we talked about, this glitter loose glimmer powder in I'm So Lit isn't something for me personally. That it kind of just seems like a throwaway product. I don't really know what to do with it, to be honest. It's pretty on the eyes. It gives a little bit of a gold sparkle, but I feel like for me, by the end of the day, I'll potentially have gold glitter all over my face. So not quite something that works for me, but could work for other people. So that could just be a me thing. And lastly, of course, we have the glitter gloss, which I think is something that is a lot more universal. I think it's really great if you do love some glosses. Again, bearing in mind, it is a little bit more of a sticky product versus if you like more of your glosses to be creamy. Just something to keep in mind. But yeah, overall, I'll give it to her. I think this is a really successful launch for Jaclyn. I give her kudos for going forward with this. I think it's a great way to kind of give people a sneak peek of what's to potentially come with her company. And overall, I'm pretty happy with it, I'll be honest. So I hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe to see more of my face for future videos. And yeah, let me know what you guys think if you've tried the collection or potentially want to try stuff from Jaclyn in the future. I would love to talk to you guys down in the comments below. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!